first of all, for people who've just seen the trailers, your character is the biggest mystery that we don't really know much about. Are you hunting Paul Bettany? Are you helping him? Tell us about the character you play in the film.
I play Priestess, who basically was one of the soldiers, one of the warriors that the church found, at a young age, and she was trained along with priests and the other priests who were chosen, the chosen ones, as the protectors of the church, and so they all fought this massive war together for the church and for the people, and then they were cast aside as basically outsiders, and they ended up not being able to live amongst the people as normal citizens anymore. Nobody wanted anything to do with them. They were outcasts, and so Priestess basically comes back in this world to warn Priest of the imminent threat that is coming, and ultimately to help him with his mission, which is to save somebody he loves. Yeah.
Now, you and I both saw the film last night at the AMC Theatre in
for the
Los
first time.
Angeles.
We both saw it for the first time.
That was your first time watching the full thing?
Yeah, it was my first time.
Well, the movie is an awful lot of fun. Now, you're no stranger to doing action, but for you, what was the most fun thing about making this film?
It was very challenging. I mean, the action on this was very specific. We had weapons that were designed specifically for our characters, so they weren't exactly sort of functioning everyday weapons that how to approach as you would a gun or or a shotgun or a or a taser or anything else. So it was interesting to have to learn our weapons beforehand. I mean, that was a part of it, and then after that, making it look natural, like they were the weapon of choice and something we've used our whole lives, and then on top of that, make it something that almost became, like a third hand or third arm, something that was just a part of you, and that's very hard to do. But character driven, and that's the way it should be. So that was part of it.
You're talking about the weapons there. I think the biggest wow moment in watching the film last night from the audience was this moment where you use this wire weapon. We won't give too much away.
Yeah, we don't want.
Was that something you actually got your hands on? Was that all just CG'd?
Oh no, that existed. That totally existed, absolutely. I had to learn this. Essentially, that weapon, we redesigned it, but it's a wushu weapon called a rope dart, which I've never seen, ever. And so they brought in this wushu expert who was unbelievable. And I just sort of watched her in awe, and she was like, so this is what you're going to do? I'm like, right. So she was very patient with me, and, we sort of trained really hard, and it was great. And at the end of the day, it was something different because a rope dart at the end of it usually has like a sort of a ball or whatever, and ours had a knife. And it was a wire, and it was all of that. So it was really one of the more difficult weapons I've ever handled in a film.
Well, listen, the movie is an awful lot of fun. Congratulations on it. We can't wait to have it on AMC screens.
Yay, thanks you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.